Yes, ladies and gents, welcome back to In the Red Corner podcast with me, Ross. I hope all's well this evening. Sorry I'm late. We were just chatting off camera and we got carried away and forgot that we had to do it live as well. But yeah, hope everyone's well. Just want to go back to that as well. BKFC tryouts held at Middlesbrough the 25th of February. You can register at www.bkb.com/tryouts. If I can get my words out this evening. But it's good, the chance to fight on the biggest stage in the world. Who wouldn't want that? So if you think you've got what it takes, go and get yourself signed up. But tonight I'm joined by Mel Shah. Mel's one of the, she's flying the flag in the UK on her own, basically, and doing an amazing job for it. She's the only active UK BKFC fighter. It's a struggle to get her matched at times. She's been over to America and fought for the belt. But what's next for her? Well, hopefully we'll find out in a minute. But before that, I just want to give a big shout out to Violent Gentlemen. That's their logo up there. My fingers disappeared. It's up there. That's their logo up there. The link to them are in the description box. They're now sponsoring In the Red Corner podcast. Thank you very much, Violent Gentlemen. It means a lot. But yes, tonight, joined by Mel Shah. Here she is. Yes, Mel, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks very much for coming on. I appreciate
No
it.
problem. Good to be back.
Yeah, we last spoke at the Leeds show, which was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. That was amazing show. That was so impressive.
Yeah, but I think Bakewell's gone up a level again, and the show that's coming up on the 6th of April, it's looking amazing again, isn't it?
I know. I've got to say, I'm just like every event is just upping every level. We've just got so many amazing fighters. It's just too many.
Yeah, too many, but not enough. Not enough women, though, is there?
No, I don't know where they all are. But I've said this before. I mean, before we get started, it's like UK girls are tough, and I'm surprised that more aren't coming up to BKFC. So if you're around, if you're free on the tryouts day, 29th of February, get yourself down to the tryouts. You won't regret it. It's an experience. Amazing sport. Come on, girls, you can do it.
Come and face the queen of the BKFC UK.
Yeah.
If you've got what it takes.
I need some more challenges. Come on.
I mean, you fought for the world title against Bret Hart and things.
Yeah.
There is no UK female belt as of yet, but I'm sure it'll come at some point. There's also the Europeans belts that that James and Lee Franco Tonali are going to be fighting for. Hopefully something could come up that way.
Yeah.
Rick Doherty in the comments there, they don't want to fight Mel. Is what it is.
Come on, this space is just right for punching. Come on. Who doesn't want to punch this space? Come on. That's what my husband says anyway.
Speaking of your husband there, Mr. Shah, how's he doing? Is he still training you hard? And
he is. He's training me hard. Always like I go to sit down and he kicks me in the butt and he says, "Get up and do some push-ups." So it's just like, always training me.
Yeah.
So
are you Sorry, go on.
I was just saying it's a good setup having training at home because I never get a chance to rest really. There's always something I could be doing.
Do you keep active all the time then, just in case something does come up?
Yeah, I think I'm not like one of these people that wait for a camp to get ready. I'm kind of always training. I'm always keeping myself fit. I'm always eating the right food. There's only just a few extra tweaks for a fight camp that I would do because it's just too much of a shock to the body if I was just like resting too much and then trying to train hard on the run up to the fight. I like to just kind of keep ready all the time.
Yeah.
And as of late, there's been a lot of like fights I haven't been going through, so I'm like, I'm ready. Like, just call me and I'll fill in.
Anytime, anywhere, isn't it, for yourself, really? I mean, it'd be great you know, if the BKFC Bulgaria and things like that, BKFC Europe kind of expands and gets bigger, and you know, more females come through, hopefully there'll be some tough opponents for you there, because I know that you want the best and the toughest opponent available to you. You don't want an easy fight or anything like that. You want the best people out there.
Yeah, I mean, too many fighters I see, they fight inexperienced fighters and they go for easy picks and just for easy wins, really. I mean, I don't really see the point in doing that. So I always want to challenge myself. I'd prefer to fight someone who I thought is going to beat me than someone I thought I want to walk this, because like, what's the point? It's like, it's not even a sport then. You just kind of just picking your fights, and there's no value in it.
Yeah. A name that has been banding around is Taylor Killa Bee Starling. What's going on with that at the moment? Anything moving with that?
Well, I called her out and she answered back saying that she was up for it. You know, she'd won it. So as far as that goes, both people want to fight. So BKFC just have to agree to it. And, you know, she said anytime, anywhere. So my weekend's free. I'll see you on Saturday, kind of thing. But
would you prefer that fight to happen over in the US, or would you like it over here?
well, I feel the same as she does. Anytime, anywhere. So whatever is whatever works for everyone. There's pros and cons for both. I mean, technically, it's easier for me to fight in the UK. I don't have to deal with the traveling, time difference, being out of the loop, you know, where I get my nutrition, my exercise regime. But obviously, she's an American girl with a big following. So, business wise, I might prefer it there. But I'm up for any location, really.
Do you think if the fight happened over here with you know, like you say, she has got a big following and things like that, do you think it would help promote the women's side of bare knuckle, well, the BKFC UK, and hopefully, you know, get some other girls thinking about maybe joining it, not girls, but females joining?
Well, I think the more female fights that can happen in the UK, the more we're going to encourage other girls to give it a try here. So I'm sure that there are a lot of female fans in the UK that watch BKFC. So having someone like Taylor Starling come over and fight here obviously would bring a big boost, I believe. But I just think it would just be great for everyone anyway. I'm sure the guys would love it. You know, all the guys love Taylor, so I'm sure they'd love to see her fight. So whether it's here or there, it would be a banger of a fight, and I think all the fans would really like it. I know it would be. I think it would be an epic fight between me and her. We're quite similar in certain ways, and where we're different, I think we'd bring out the best in each other.
Yeah. Have you got any fighting words for Taylor now then?
Just like, you know, I'm gotta be honest. Our last fight was a bit boring. So, you know, come and have an entertaining fight with me. I only do entertaining fights.
Amazing, Mel. Thank you very much. Are you going to be going to the show in Milton Keynes?
Well, I really hope so. I really do want to be there because I'm looking forward to those fights for sure. You know, they're all going to be amazing. And I'm lacking a lot of blood at the moment, so I'm ready to see it again. So hopefully they get to go down there and see it.
Yeah, it feels like it was ages ago since the last card, doesn't it? I was just saying that to Chaz Wasserman, but the last podcast I just done before, but it's, you know, it's only 7 weeks away tomorrow, so hopefully that's just going to creep up, and you know, it's nearly here.
Yeah, and Milton Keynes is just down the road, so really, like, it'll be an easy one to get to. So I am actually really hoping I get to go to it, and it'll be exciting for sure.
Yeah. What about these tryouts then? Because you were at the last tryouts, weren't you?
I was.
With Ty Emery and Conatini was there. James Lilly was there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, obviously, I'm always open to get to the tryouts. So as long as the dates work out for me, and I can get down there. I'd love to go down there. I'd love to see some girls go down there. It would be really nice to see them, speak to them, give them some pointers. Just we're lacking girls really badly, and the tryouts is a great place for them to start. At least they get a bit more of an idea what it's about. I think that they'd surprise themselves if they actually gave it a shot. I think sometimes when you watch the shows and you see all the guys, and especially in the UK, because there's not any other females, you just watch all the guys and you're thinking it looks very brutal and rough, and it is. But I think that if they felt it and they went to the tryouts, I think that they'd kind of see there's more to it, and they'd get that rush and that buzz from it all. And I think they might actually surprise themselves. So
Yeah, I mean, as I said in the intro, you're basically flying the flag on your own for the UK
I am,
BKFC
yeah.
women.
I'm over here flying it.
But there's obviously there's other women fighting in different promotions and things like that. But I mean, cross promotionally, and even in different types of combat sports as well, Thai boxing and MMA and things. There's great female fighters there. We were talking after the show in Leeds, and you're flying the flag, like I say, but the sport's ready. It's the fastest growing sport in the world at the moment, and it's ready for someone to kind of come in and just like a Conor McGregor type figure, to kind of just take over and take it to the next level, isn't it? And there's an opening in the market for a male and a female to come and do that.
Well, then I'm just going to put this out there. No one's taking it from me, so they can come and join me. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm the UK McGregor. So if they want to come and prove me wrong, then you have to come and give it a try. But other than that, no one's coming forward yet.
That's it. Got to come and take it from the Queen, haven't we?
Well, that's it. And don't get me wrong, I'd love them to, and I'd love them to challenge. I'm surprised that no one's come forward. So it would be great.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest organisation in the world. I mean, I'm sure it'll definitely get there in the end, and the women's division will be stacked.
Yeah.
You keeping an eye on Bret Hart and things over there in America, and seeing what she's up to? Is that a rematch? Is that something that you'd be interested in?
Well, obviously, no one likes a defeat. I could say a lot about that fight, in terms of, my head wasn't in it, and I didn't fight my fight and all that kind of stuff, but I know I didn't. So obviously I'd be up for the rematch, and she did make it seem like that she came out of that fight and she was undamaged, but we all know that she actually had quite a big damage to her hand, and which put her out of the Thailand fight. So even though I lost, so did she. So maybe we both need the rematch, because she didn't prove anything about herself. Because being a 20 pro fighter, and I was on my third fight, and I went 5 rounds with her. It doesn't say much about her if that's the best she could do, because at the end of it, I was still standing and smiling at the end of that fight, and she gave it her best, and that's all she could do. But no way did she break me. No way did she beat me. So I'm always up for the rematch. It's whether she would want to risk it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone else kind of in the frame in your mind, in your thoughts of who you maybe want to fight next? Obviously, Taylor Starling just beat the Tennessee Gangster. Is that a possible matchup for you?
You mean Tennessee Gangster?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take anyone. I mean, like, Tennessee Gangster's a tough girl. She's had some really good fights. I wouldn't say no to it. I'd be up for her. There's quite a few fighters that if they wanted it, I'd give it to them, no problem. Whether it was at 115 or 125, I fought 125 on my first fight, so I'm happy at both weights. So with anyone really, like, I'm always up for the challenge. As I said, as long as I consider them a tough fight, I'd go for it because there's nothing to lose for me because I'm always pushing myself.
Yeah. In your ideal world, how many times would you like to fight this year?
Right. In my ideal world, I would probably fight every week. And believe it or not, I could take it because we all know I heal really fast. So that would be ideal. I would never say no to that. Um, but I just want to be as active as possible. Like, um, I lost to Brit last time and I looked awful after the fight. We know I looked awful. But 2 weeks later I was fit to fight. I'd seen my doctor, I'd seen my dentist, and I was fit to fight. So if that's the best that a fighter's going to do to me, 2 weeks later I'm good to go. So I will stay as active as they will let me be.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hopefully that'll get sorted soon. Then, and it'd be great to have you back out there and showing us all what you can do.
That's it, yeah.
Um, have you got any sponsors or anything you want to shout out, teammate, or you don't really have teammates with gyms that you're training at and things?
Well, I've been doing a lot of sparring at Padfit Birmingham. I've been with Niall and Neil and Shay. So just want to give a shout out to them for sorting out sparring for me and just giving me help in other areas. Obviously, shout out to my husband who does all my training. Shout out to my management, Slaughterhouse Management, Ryan Perez. Um, Shout out to BKFC for just being a great organisation, David Feldman, and then just to everyone that's there supporting me. Really appreciate it. Hopefully, I'll be back fighting soon.
Yeah. Do you have a direct number for Feldman? Do you ever speak to him at all, or?
I do have contact with him quite regular. I'm quite lucky in how I get to communicate with David Feldman, so I am quite lucky in that way. And I know that he wants to see me back out there quite soon. So hopefully it will be the matchups that I want.
Fingers
And
crossed, mate. Fingers crossed.
mhm.
I'm going to say your Instagram link is in the description box as well for anyone that wants to go and follow Mel. The content that you put out, you're constantly putting out, great content, keeping your profile busy and things like that. And I'm going to say as well, your boxing looks like it's improving from the footage I've seen. No, with the sparring partners that you've got and things like that, it does look like I've seen that your boxing does look like it's improving.
Yeah, it had to though, didn't it? Really, where I was at, it had to improve. But
no, but you see we're moving better and things like that.
yeah,
you sticking the jab out there a bit more, and
yeah, I think I'm trying to think a bit more about certain things, but you know, I'm going to be honest. A brawler is what I am, so and that's what I do, and that's what I enjoy to do. I'll mix it up maybe with a bit more skill, but you're just going to get an entertaining bloody fight from me. That whether it's my own blood or that my opponent's blood, that's what you're going to get. So bare knuckle boxing. Well, it's not even boxing, bare knuckle fighting. So
yeah,
what do you want? You want blood and you want entertainment. So that's it. That's what you get
that's
with
it.
me.
Well, like I say, fingers crossed. Hopefully, we see you out again soon.
Yep.
Thank you very much for coming on. It's always great to talk to you.
It's always
Uh,
great to talk to you too.
Hopefully, we can encourage more females to get involved in the
Yep.
sport and take it up. Come along,
Definitely.
try and take the mantle from yourself.
That's it. Just come along. They won't regret it. They will really enjoy it. So,
Yeah,
you know,
and hopefully the fight with Taylor Starling gets over the line. That'll be, I think, it'd be a great fight for you both.
that would be amazing fight. I really hope that goes ahead.
Yeah, I'd see it as a number one contender spot, really, isn't it? You obviously coming off the loss to Britt, but
Hmm.
fighting Taylor, I think it'd put you back in title contention.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, as I said before, and like, I don't want to be sound like ungrateful at the chance of a title, but I didn't fight Britt because I was hoping for a title. I fought Britt because Britt was the number one. So I wanted a tough fight.
Yeah,
The belt just would have been obviously just a bonus, but I'm always looking for the tough fight. So if the tough fight was the number 2, I'd want the number 2 over the number 1. Like I always just want to chase the tough people. There's no point like chasing anything more, anything less than that. It's just not worth it. People realize it after a while. You're fighting easy fights. You're looking for easy routes, and I don't have any respect for that. So I don't think they would.
Yeah. Brilliant, mate. Thank you very much for coming on. I'll be in touch. We'll need to sort something out where I'm going to come down and see you for the day. We'll get that sorted at some point.
Okay, definitely.
Yeah, but brilliant. Thanks, Mel, and I'll speak to you soon.
Okay, then. See you.
See ya. Mel Shah, everyone. The toughest woman in the BKFC. She brings war, she brings violence, she brings it all. And her fights are entertaining, like she was saying. She's there dancing in the background, trying to make me laugh, and she's succeeding. But appreciate you all for coming on. Got some more great guests next week. BKFC UK fighters coming up. Me and Lou are going to be doing some more things together as well. Having a look at a couple of more fighters and fights, trying to break them down. See who's got what and who can bring what to the table. But everyone, enjoy your weekend. Thank you very much for being in the red corner with me. Jab the like button, jab the subscribe button, and I'll speak to you all soon.